welcome to the Stealthy Crafter. I'm Jessica, and today we are doing a Wip Chat. If you guys don't know what a WIP stands for, it stands for work in progress. So what you can do is you can grab your own whips, or if you want, sit around or do chores or whatever it is while you listen to me ramble about what's been going on during my week. So let's get started, shall we? So I'm sorry about how long it's been since I've done a video, and I'm going to get into why it is, but I apologize. It's been a while, and I'm really sorry about that. But first, I want to know, how are you guys doing today? I hope you guys are doing extremely well. And if you are sick or anything like that, I hope that you guys are getting better or on the mend, because I am now finally getting better. I don't know if you guys could tell from my last few videos that I did post, but I was not doing great at that one. I think you could definitely tell in one video I was getting sick or was sick. So to let you guys know, I had allergies. Still, I have allergies, and every few years, and I apologize, I may not be doing as much diamond painting today. I'm still getting over everything. So I don't have a lot of energy at times. So there might be times where I just talk instead, or I'm taking more pauses. It's just that it's been I've been sick for, according to my husband, for 2 weeks. I feel like it's more like a week and a half, but he says it's been 2 weeks. But I'm going to first start off with, I have sinuses. Not sinuses. Everyone has sinuses. I have allergies, and I have sinus issues with my allergies, like everyone else who has allergies. And I live here in the Carolinas, and there is something called the pollenium, and it's just basically a big dust of yellow that covers everything. It's a pretty miserable time for everyone who suffers with allergies. Usually most years I'm a bit miserable, got the eyes watery, all that fun stuff, but I get through it, and by summertime it's not as bad anymore. This time it wasn't so bad, and I think I made it worse this year by making myself be outside. And I think I'm hitting the camera. I apologize. So what I mean by that is, we bought a brand new table, a fold-up table, so we could, for birthday parties and stuff like that, to put presents or cake or, whatever. It was an extra table. But it was also a table for me to take outside, because it's a 6-foot table, and to do some diamond painting, because my children, they're old enough, they're self-reliant, they can do their own thing now. They don't need me to watch them like a hawk 24/7 like they were when they were 2. And I don't want to be on my phone 24/7 either. I don't want to be looking up and looking at my phone the whole time. So I decided we're going to get a table so I can diamond paint. That way I can look up, check up on the kids to see if they're doing okay, because most of the time the twins they just like to play on the sidewalk. They want to play with bubbles. They want to just play with chalk, and that's fine. I was just like, okay, but I just didn't want to just sit on my phone and do that kind of stuff. But we did that, and we had a blast. But I think that this is why I made it worse on myself was, and if you hear any noise in the background, my husband just came home from his doctor's appointment, and he's getting ready to start work. So so you might hear some little click-clacks and other things in the background. That's perfectly okay. But it was windy when both times I took the kids out, which wasn't a good idea for diamond painting, or my allergies in general. The kids had a blast though. But I was like constantly like not hugging, was holding down the canvas while trying to diamond paint, and then like making sure it wasn't blown over or anything like that. And I think what, like, because the tree pollen was high, so I mean, like, it was windy, so pollen's just blown all over the place. And I get inside the next day, I'm feeling horrible, I'm feeling miserable, and I'm like, okay, I'll be fine. And the day after, so we took a break that day after, I'm like, I'm going to take them back out again, it'll be fine. And then that's when I went downhill, because it was another very windy day. And I think that's why I kind of went the way I went with how sick I gotten. So, and I am knocking on the camera stand. I am sorry, guys. So I feel bad for my kids because last week was spring break. And I promised the kids I was going to be taking them out. I had plans. I had board games to do. I had, and we got chores, of course, to do. Spring cleaning. I was going to take them out. I was like, it was a beautiful week for it too, which makes me feel even worse about that. So we didn't really get to do anything. My husband was able to take them out, but I was kind of. So what happened was I first developed sinusitis, and that wasn't fun. I mean, it's a sinus infection, and it can be caused by a virus or or allergies, which mine was. I had pressure in my face, like I had it all underneath my eye, underneath my eye socket. My teeth were hurting. My ears were in pain. I was not doing fun. Plus, my nose was just constantly leaking. It was just, it was a gross mess. I was just like, I was constantly either sitting on the couch or I was sitting at my computer, kind of just staring at both times. I'm going to say it was kind of like a fog last week. I was in a brain fog for a lot. And it kind of got to the point last week, right where I thought I was feeling better. I thought I was getting better. So Monday, my husband was like, it was either Sunday or Monday, my husband took the kids to go out and play. And I said, I'm going to record videos. Especially since I'm not going to be able to do a Wip Chat. And that's what I did on last Monday. I recorded 3 unboxing videos back to back to back. And I think you can hear at that point, I was not doing better. I was actually getting worse, because Tuesday hit and I was like, I had this chills, I was shaking, I had a fever spikes. I was very miserable. And I was coughing so much. I was medicated and nothing was hitting it. And my husband was very concerned about me. I actually stayed up that night to play WoW, believe it or not. But I was like, right after, I was just like, I couldn't sleep well. I was not able to do a lot of stuff. And then on Wednesday, he's like, you need to call the doctor. You need to go see a doctor again. And I'm like, okay. First I was fighting them. I was like, no. Because I don't like seeing a doctor, guys. I hate doctors. I really do. But he went out to go take our oldest to go get her eyes looked at because she needed to have an eye exam. And he got his eye surgery done. If you guys don't remember, he has a corneal abrasion, and he had his eyes, I think his left eye fixed a few months back in February, when he took me out on vacation, like right before, and then so he got his eye fixed, his right eye fixed now on Wednesday. So he's like, when I come back, I want to make sure that you actually call the doctor or something. So I went with Teledoc. I talked to him and explained everything. Explained about my allergies, sinuses. Well, her, and we discussed it. And by the way, I've been tested by I was negative with what. Let's see. I'm gonna go with this color. But she concluded that it definitely became bronchitis. With how I was sounding, how everything was going up. My husband was afraid that I was going to eventually get pneumonia if I kept it up. So she prescribed me antibiotics and then like this medicine, this cough medicine that would help suppress, not suppress, but like numb, I guess would be the best way to say it. The irritation, the inflammation a bit. So I had to take that 3 times a day. I'm still taking both, but I'm finally feeling better. She said you should be feeling better within the next day or so after taking these. If you don't, definitely get to the doctor. It didn't take me 2 days. It took me about almost 3 days, to be honest. My husband was like, we're going to take you to the doctor if you're not feeling better the next day. Luckily, I wasn't like better, but I was better, if you guys know what I mean. Where you weren't like, woo, I can do a dance. But you're like, hey, I can think clearly for once. And that's what kind of happened right at the end of the week. And I felt so bad for the kids because I had all these plans and they were so sweet. They were very patient. They were quiet when I was trying to sleep during the days where I wasn't able to sleep at nighttime at all. Like they were quiet around me and tiptoeing. My son, he's definitely a big carer. He put the blanket on me at one point, patted me on the head and went, I love you, mommy. And, it was just like making sure I was okay. I was like, aw, all 3 of them were like really, really sweet about that. And I have to give it props to my husband because he's working full time and then he's also at least the kids are older, where they're not little and they need someone 24/7. But he was like helping, he was making them dinner, he was getting them their stuff, he was like taking them outside, like when he had a spare moment. There was a point, I think like last Thursday, he took a little bit of time off work, and took them to the bouncy place as a thank you for, being so well behaved this whole week. They're not well behaved this week, but last week it was a dream. Can they be like this all the time? But yeah, it was just like I just felt really bad that no one really got to do anything. We had so many plans. Like I think one of the things we wanted to do was take them to the museum and like the science museum around here and see the planetarium and stuff like that. And it was a little sad that we wasn't able to do that this time around. But I'm going to say something. Because I remember this, and I remember talking to my husband about this. This was like Friday, not last Friday, but the Friday that the kids got off school, like the last day of their school. Teachers really do love to load your kids up on candy, right? I mentioned this on Valentine's Day, and I wish I had a picture of the Easter haul that the kids brought, but my son was the worst of it. But they had an Easter egg hunt for the kids, and then of course like a little Easter party. And they come home like with Easter eggs and candies and stuff like that. My son, though, someone in his classroom made everyone individual Easter bunny baskets. And he got like full-size Skittles, jelly beans. I mean, it was just a big basket just filled with candy. And I'm just looking at it going, why do the kids need that much candy for? They don't need that much candy. Excuse me, I am so sorry. I'm trying not to cough into the mic, but but yeah, it was a lot of candy, and I was just amazed. The candy is still there. We put it into a bucket. It's slowly started getting depleted, but of course, I mean, like with Easter coming around the corner at the time, Easter was a blast for the kids. It was just candy upon candy upon candy. It was just like, when's the candy going to stop? We like to give our kids candy ourselves, because we bought the kids these little Nutella with dipping sticks and stuff like that, and we haven't given them that at all, because it's just, there's so much stuff. And then of course my kids are going to have a birthday party. My two youngest, they're turning 7 next Tuesday actually, and we decided that we're going to have a birthday party for them. I am hitting this camera somehow. I don't know how. But maybe I shouldn't have make big wide motions and hit the table. Maybe I should just be very calm and and stuff like that. I feel like I'm kind of subdued, and I apologize for that. And like I said, I'm still low energy on a lot of stuff too, and I'm feeling kind of overwhelmed with all the stuff I have to do. I have, like, my husband was so great. He's done a bunch of laundry, but now it's like, now all that laundry has to get folded, and I'm just thinking, oh my god, that's a lot of laundry that we got to fold, because it is a lot. I folded like one load out of like 5 or 6. And I know it's like, take it easy, take it, one day at a time. It's just like, I'm thinking about all that, and I haven't even touched any of my diamond paintings for a week and a half either. So like, it's been like this. It's just been sitting here, and I'm just like thinking about like how behind I've been on everything. I haven't watched videos. I started to at the very beginning when I was not feeling good at the beginning of the week, and then after that I just didn't watch anything. So I'm like, I'm so behind on a lot of stuff, like chores and videos and everything. And I was just like, I'm like, oh my goodness, I gotta catch up with everything. But even with WoW, like okay. I'll talk a little bit about WoW. So I got my 4-piece last week on Tuesday. Actually, I had to make it, and it was a great. I was very excited, and then, like I said, I actually raid on Tuesday. I didn't really get anything on Tuesday, and then when Wednesday hit, I was really going downhill. I canceled Thursday because I was like starting to take my medicine. The coughing medicine was knocking me out. Like, it literally knocks me out. I would at the very beginning. Now I'm just very tired when I take it. So I just canceled, like, because I have to take that stuff 3 times a day, and at that point it was like right during raid time. So I was like, yeah, I'm not going in. And my friend, my guild leader, she's like, yeah, take a break, rest. You need to sleep. And I did. I slept. I slept. I slept a lot. I feel like I'm so tired, and that I didn't sleep enough, but I know I slept a lot, and at the same time it doesn't feel like it's been much. So I got some stuff done in WoW. Monday I did some mythics when I started feeling better again this week. The kids were still home yesterday. So yesterday was Tuesday. The kids went right back to school. So on Monday, I was able to do some mythics. Like, I had them ready for bed, and I did some mythic plus dungeons, and I was able to hold some gear just in case I wanted to change it into becoming a tier piece. And then yesterday we raided again, since it was Tuesday, and I didn't get any loot. I got one of my best in slot trinkets, and then my rogue buddy, he had a helmet piece that dropped, and he put it up for rolls. So I rolled on it. There was other people that could roll on it too, like warriors and monks, since it was a tier piece. And I won. I was so excited, and I was like, finally, because the item level of this thing, I know it's probably confusing for some of you guys listening to me, but the item level was 265 of this helmet, and what I was wearing was 242. So it was like a big damage, a big DPS increase for me, like. And then I was like, oh my god, it's like, because I was like, I'm like finally getting rid of this 242, and then my rogue buddy, he pipes up, he goes, yeah, that's a questing item helmet, and yes, it was. I didn't even have anything to replace it. Like, I had like a low grade mythic plus helmet, and then like the questing helmet was better than that one, and then nothing would drop for me. It was just like, it was so embarrassing, to be honest. Sorry, I'm trying not to sniffle and cough around the mic, and I realized that might have been right near your ears. But so I don't know if my luck's changing or not, but it, because I'm still not winning. I'm still not having anything really drop for me except that trinket. But at least, people are giving me the stuff that they don't need anymore. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but okay. I'll take it for now. But yeah, tomorrow's going to be another raid day, so I'll see how that works out. We're trying to get... I know that they got heroic Dreadlords down. I wasn't there for it last week. I like I said, I called out. And then they're trying to get heroic Rylon down, and that's apparently being a pain in the you-know-what, so we'll have to see how that goes tomorrow. I hopefully with everyone getting new gears and stuff this week, it'll help us progress a little bit better into it. I'm actually going to take a small break and drink some water because I'm parched. So I'm going to go jump into a different subject. Get away from Ralph. We had a bit of a scare, not health scare. We had a bit of a scare this last week. Actually, give me just a minute. Alright, I'm sorry. I figured you guys didn't want to hear me, sneeze and blow my nose and stuff like that, so. So, we had a bit of a scare the last week. So, I don't know if I told you guys, but my neighbors to the side, they had someone try to break into their garage. The garage door was dented, and we're like, oh, that's not good. And my husband and I were talking about how, yeah, we're going to need security. We should probably get security soon. And that's all it's been. We just like, yeah, we should probably get security. We'll definitely do that. And so to bring this up is I was sleeping downstairs. My husband's normally been sleeping downstairs, but since I've been coughing and stuff like that, I don't want to wake up the entire household, so I stay downstairs to sleep on the couch and cough down there instead. He's been enjoying the new bed. I've finally got to be able to sleep on the bed. I only slept on it for like a few days before I had to go downstairs. So I'm able to finally enjoy the new bed sheets and blanket and the pillows and everything that it has. So it's been nice. I'll see if I can cut that out. I'm sorry, that snuck up on me. But I was downstairs, half asleep because I'm not able to sleep very well, and I hear a noise near the front door, and it sounds like someone's, trying to jostle the front door open, and it wakes me up a bit, and I'm like, what was that? But I start coughing and hacking at that point, and the noise stopped. So I think nothing of it. I forget about it. Finally go to sleep. A few days later, my husband comes in and he's like, "We're getting security," and I'm going, what's going on? What's happening? And he tells me that our other neighbor, she has had someone try to break into her bathroom window, he went in and I don't know if he almost succeeded or whatnot, but the way he was telling it was like it was really serious. So, and that sparked up the memory of what happened, and I told him, and he's like, yeah, we're getting security now. So he started calling around and getting quotes and stuff like that, and we have security now. So yeah, it's kind of hard to get used to it. Well, it's not too hard. It's definitely a learning curve. So our front door now has a number pad, which is good because our whatever happened to our front door, this was months ago, so it wasn't even like the recent whatever it was, and it could still be a fever induced dream for all I know that happened, but I want to say for at least 6 months I haven't really been able to unlock the front door very well. It's like it got jammed or something like that. It's like I can't unlock the door, and my neighbors say that it's almost like the entire street's been like that. Like someone tried to mess with the doors to the point where it's you can't unlock it. So I'm glad that we have a number pad, so that way I'm able to get into the house whenever we need to, especially since I don't want to be bothering my husband every time I'm out and about, and I come back home after walking with the kids, and need him to unlock the door when he's in the middle of a meeting or something like that. So but it was a learning curve with the new security system, because there was a point where I feel like we got a toy. I feel like sometimes we didn't get a security system. We got a really expensive toy, and the reason being, so our neighbor across the street has a cat that's outside. I don't really want to know your opinions about whether cats should be inside or outside. My opinion is that they should be inside, especially when you have in a place like this where there's coyotes and stuff like that, or with the cars, they zoom by so fast that sometimes there's been a couple of cases where cats have been run over, unfortunately, and I don't think it's a good thing for your cats to be out, especially like that. But anyway, they have an outdoor cat, and this outdoor cat sometimes gets into fights with other outdoor cats and stuff like that. But my husband, if he gets an alert and it's that cat, we have you can actually speak through the app and talk through the camera, and so he sees the cat, and then immediately he goes meow, and scares the poor thing. There's been a few times where that cat just skedaddles. Other times the cat just looks around like, what the heck was that? And my husband's just busting out laughing hysterically, tears dripping down his face and everything. And I'm just like, what? The first couple times, okay, yeah. And then it's now it's whatever, right? But it's yeah, we got ourselves an expensive toy. But it's been useful for now. I feel I feel at least I know, like, if something happens, we'll be able to have, like, an alarm will set off and will tell us that someone's been trying to get into our house and stuff like that. And maybe that will scare whoever's trying to come in, especially since whoever's trying to break in doesn't seem to be very competent because they haven't been able to really break into any of the houses, but, I'm just not gonna but I found out we have an opossum in our backyard now, but the alerts can be a little bit annoying from time to time, and I'm glad that my husband has turned off the whistle that's on the cameras. Because, well, here's the thing. My oldest, she's allowed to go to her friends and visits and come back and all that. And she did that one time and brought her friend back. I think it was like a day or two after we had the security up. And that was the camera whistles whenever it detects a person, and then it whistles every 4 minutes, and it gets old and annoying. And at one point, at one night, my husband didn't hear it, but I did. I was downstairs sleeping. I heard the whistle go off because the cat loves to be in our yard at all hours of the day, especially around 3:30 at night. And 2:30, and you get the point. Anyway, I hear the whistle go off at 2:30, and it's kind of a sharp, loud one. So it goes off, and I'm like, oh my god, that camera's like right underneath not my husband's, my son's window. That's gonna wake him up. Luckily, it didn't. Luckily, but I'm trying to find the next color. Let's go with this one for now. I'm sorry. But yeah, luckily it didn't wake him up. But after that, I was just like, can we just please? I just want the alarm to go off whenever someone's trying, because we have sensors, like with around our doors and windows, like if anyone tries to come in, so, and doesn't have the code or anything like that. So he's like, okay, and we fixed it, so no more whistles. Thank goodness. Oh my god, that was so annoying. I don't mind if it was like, if we were like away or something like that, but it's just like, it feels like it whistles, would whistle constantly, especially since we have to trim our tree that's on our driveway. It has berries on it, and it always thinks it's a person. It's not a person, but like for some reason it gets like the security alarm thinks it is. So it's just like I keep laughing. I'm like, oh yeah, we got a person in our driveway again, and he's like, is it the tree? I'm like, yeah. But let's see. I'm trying to find that one color. I can't find it. Over here, all the way up here. Alright, so there we go. So I may not be able to have another video out this week, especially since today's Wednesday. I don't think I'm going to have this video out today. I really don't think so. So I think I don't think I'm going to have this out on Wednesday. So maybe Thursday by the time I get this out. So I don't think I'm going to be recording anything else, especially since my energy is like kind of coming and going. And I want to make sure that, I'm still recovering. Next week, I probably won't be able to have my Wip Chat done on a Tuesday like I normally do. I'm probably going to switch it to Thursdays for a little bit till the summer holidays come out. And then maybe I'll have it back on Tuesdays, but they'll be on Thursdays for a bit. So my schedule might be changing a little bit, and I apologize for that. But I'll try and get an unboxing done for next week, before the next Thursday. It just depends on how I'm feeling and if I recover enough, because standing up takes a lot of energy, as I found out yesterday. When the kids came back, went back to school, I was just like, I got dinner covered. I can do it, and I made spaghetti with meat sauce, and simple enough, right? The camera is not cooperating today. I am so sorry. It's just it wants to bounce all over the place. Um, like every time I look up, I note I'm looking at it and I'm seeing it bounce. So I'm pretty sure you're just listening to me talk and not paying attention to camera. But I think it's because it stands right up on top of the table. That's why. Normally I have it just enough so it's not touching the table. Oh well, I can't move it now. It's already oh well. But I tried to make. I didn't try. I did make spaghetti with meat sauce yesterday, and it was actually a lot of more work than I was expecting. Well, it was just exhausting. I was like, after I was done, I was just like, I'm ready for a nap. I'm done. I'm going to go to sleep. But I didn't. I washed up for the most part. And then my husband got the kids started on their showers, and then I went upstairs to finish up to make sure that they finished taking their showers and stuff like that. But yeah, I was just like, and then after that, I just kind of was like, I'm ready to zone out. But yeah, it was just like, it was a lot. I was not expecting to feel like it was going to take that much energy. I'm hoping that dinner today won't take too much. It shouldn't. I'm just mixing fillings together. It's just probably standing there because I'm making chicken taquitos. Standing there and then just standing and putting the filling onto the tortilla and rolling it over and over and over. I might have to just move the prep station over to the dining room table and sit and do that instead. If I start getting too tired. But hopefully my energy will start bouncing back again. I'm really tired of getting winded really quickly, that's for sure. But I'm also scared to go back outside because we went outside yesterday. Well, I say outside. We were in the car to go pick up the kids, and we had the windows down and coming back home. And even in that short amount of moment, I now, like, I kind of feel a little bit more ugh from that. So it's just like, maybe I just need to just have a mask on 24/7 whenever I'm out, because at that point, block out all that pollen. I don't, bounce it off my face. I don't want it on me anywhere, because I do not want to get sick again, because oh my god, that pollen just it sucks. But yeah, I'm going to be probably having this out on Thursday, I think. Honestly, now that I'm looking at the time, there's no way I can get this edit and up in time. I'm sorry. But at least I'll have some more stories for you guys in the next week, hopefully. I'm hoping to take the kids out, especially since the kids' birthday, my son and my daughter, their birthday's on Tuesday. I don't know what we're going to do, but I hope we do something. I know I'm going to probably be buying them a birthday cake for their birthday party, but I probably should I should probably make them a little something on Tuesday to help them celebrate. We were talking about maybe going in, since the school now has allowed parents to come over during lunch hours, so we'll probably be going over around and eat with them, so that way they have a little luncheon, and then maybe also buy donuts, because my youngest, she's obsessed with donuts. We'll probably buy donuts or cupcakes or something for that as a little party gift for everyone. Well, not party gift, but a little snack thing. So that way they're not having their normal snack. They get a birthday snack, But it's I can't believe that they're turning 7. I'm just, my goodness. I'm already just flabbergasted about the fact that they're they're getting older. I don't want them to get older. Can they stay small? But I think I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm starting to kind of feel the edge of tiredness creeping in. But I hope you guys are doing okay. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want. Otherwise, bye!